Hello and welcome to your 13th Java tutorial. In this tutorial we will be learning about random numbers. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I'm in a public area and I can't do anything about that. So let's get started. To make random numbers you need an import. And the import is java.util, kind of like scanner, except instead of scanner you have to type random with a capital R. It doesn't show up here. I don't know why it doesn't actually, but it will work if you add the semicolon and do it right. So now, like in the scanner, this is actually very much like input. So what you need to do is you need to create a new random object. So random object called Henry. I'll set it equal to a new random object, and it requires no parameters at all. So now we have our random object, and we are going to make 5 random numbers. So we're going to need to do this 5 times. So we're going to use a for loop that just simply runs it 5 times. And what we're going to do is go int I equals 0. Feel free to use any other variable instead of int I, but I like I. Int I is less than 5. And I shift plus plus. So that's the basic for loop to run something 5 times. So now what we're going to do is make an integer. Actually, I'm going to make an integer here, and we're going to change it 5 times. So int h. So now we type that h, the integer, we're going to set it equal to our variable Henry, which is our random variable. And we're going to run a property which is nextInt, like you saw with scanner, except this one sets the integer to it. And in here, you type in an integer. If you do 1, it'll give you a number between 0 and 0. It'll give you one number. If you do 100, it'll give you a number between 0 and 99. It always counts 0. So, if we wanted to give a number between 1 and 100 but not include 0, we'd have to add plus 1. So, it will give you 1 through 100. So, now all we need to do is print that out. System.out.println. And in here, we will type, we don't actually need those. We want our variable, which is h. So, now if you run this, and it is, run it, there. It types out 5 random numbers between 1 and 100. To prove that this works, if you do this random numbers between 0 and 1 and run this, actually, plus 1, so it'll actually come out to 1 or 2. So actually that's it for this tutorial. I'm just going to run it again to show that they are random. And that's it for this tutorial. I will see you in the next tutorial. Pretty short tutorial, just getting out random numbers. They'll come in handy in any programs that you might do outside of this. It might even come handy in some of the ones we do in these tutorial series. So, see you in the next tutorial.